It's good, right? But it's they brewed it. They like brewed espresso with rum. Like instead of hot water, they used hot rum. So I guess since I haven't done it on film, I should redo all of these. I don't know. Do one of the other ones. The other ones are so you have the speed running, which I did a couple of, and I'm not very good at them. And then you have Murder Brigade, which is the gun, and then you have Mind Puzzles, which is it's different. One of them is time freezes when you break the glass, and you have to kill as many people as possible before time can start.
I did pretty okay.
That one's really fun. That was the only one I was okay at. And then you have the other one, which
I only got 1 star, so I didn't understand this.
You just have to continually kill people. So you have to you kill one person and then you have a timer start. So the second you interact with anyone, the timer starts, and you have to kill all the people before the timer ends. So this one, I think you just have to beat the train.
I'm pretty fast, so that's cool. Hey, I was telling you about not God of War, Shadow of War.
Dad of Man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's a man now. Reached the finish line. Is my vape over there? It might be under kegs.
Kiki.
Nope. Did I leave my car for real?
You might have.
If I die or fall into the void, I lose. Stop, Kiki. No, you drove him off the train. You know what? Yeah, milk helps a lot.
Alright, keep your eye out for Emily's doll. Maybe a full They're usually in fucking weird ass places. I mean, yeah, but like, one of Emily's dolls was, like, on top of the map. Because I, like, break last bit.
Places you have no business being.
Yeah, and you don't have teleport, so it's like nigh impossible to fucking get there.
You got there, how?
I had to, like, very slowly and carefully jump and crawl
Go the other way. We already know the other side of the world.
death. Yes. Hello, my name is Bruno Marimba.
You know, the YouTube channel that takes two
Oh yeah?
only vaguely lowly characters is cool, but it's right.
The answer is neither one.
I mean, in real life, yeah. Well, it was like, who's in the fight between Solid Snake and the dude from the Slug game?
Who wins?
Solid Snake.
Oh shit, I did better.
Essentially just because Solid Snake is much better at close quarters combat.
He did invent CQC.
Yeah.
CQC!
Well, no, that's Big Boss.
CQC! He's Snake Prime.
Yeah. We don't need to dig into the ridiculousness of that world.
But we can.
But close quarters combat, although the Splinter Cell guy is better at stealth. So that doesn't matter much. And also, the Autocon is a better hacker, supporting character than good at
If you were Emily's doll, where?
Maybe it's on the train.
Oh, that'd be...
But yeah. I watched a bunch of those today.
So the main draw for Shadow of War, right, is the fact that you can subjugate captive taken right?
Yes. And then you don't have to necessarily always control them. Sometimes they just work even because they have a fleet. No? They're all mine to It's all mine. Okay. like base management. Now you had to protect your base before fight.
Well, see, that's the thing. I played for 27 hours straight. And I just got to the part just now that they're showing us the E3 demo where you control that team short. He's the first one. He's the tutorial guy. He tells you how to do everything.
Okay. Well, I mean, the other games took a while to get with mind control bit too. Like, it didn't happen until halfway through the game.
See, okay, so I've played for like 27 hours, and I got to a point where I was like, this is for sure over, because I'm just lost. Like, everything is lost, and nothing is good anymore. So I lose, right? That's it. And I was like, Act 2. I'm like, oh, okay. Alrighty. I wonder where Emily's dog is. Yeah, you're right. When you're right, you're right.
And you're always right. Too bad you're wrong. Fish can't drink this black thing.
You're right, I can't.
They also had the one, the fight between Leon Kennedy and the dude from Dead Rising.
Which dude?
The one who's covered wars, you know.
Frank Castle?
That's it.
It's not Frank Castle. Frank Castle is, the moniker.
Dale versus Evil.
I love that movie. It's a great movie. Oh, it's so good.
Sounds all yet? Oh yeah, so the Kennedy versus Become the Origin of the guy. Leon won because he was a trained special operations agent specializing in killing zombies, and the other guy was a photojournalist who realized that attaching a chainsaw to an axe is probably a good idea.
I mean, yeah. Who wouldn't attach a chainsaw to an axe?
Only a fool. Only a fool would not do that.
Do we have any more chai?
Not cooked. There's one that's just lying on the counter. Now it looks like it's someone's leftovers. I don't know how long it's gonna wait. I can heat that up for you. But I don't know. I could conceivably cook another turkey pie. Fastest food I can probably make is scrambled eggs and toast.
That would be awesome. And in the meantime, I will talk to our lovely no viewers. Hey, how you guys doing? Isn't it interesting that I've done nothing for so long?
I think it's about 4 minutes now.
No, it's exactly 4 minutes.
It's 4 minutes since you died last. You've been standing like lost for 4 minutes. But
I would never die on purpose.
also, didn't you die?
Corvo?
No, the photojournalist. I think he died in
Did he?
I think so. But no one was okay with it, and a lot of people retconned it saying that, hey, no. He didn't act like the guy we know and love.
Shut up, you've never even played that game.
No, and that he is a beloved character. Like you don't gotta watch all of Dragon Ball to know beloved character.
Yeah, you do.
No one loved by all. Okay, good. So 2 eggs and 2 pieces of toast?
Yes, please. So you know that Japanese thing of putting raw egg on your hot rice? Dude, this is so good.
I'm sure it is. Except I think the purpose is that you have a slightly raw omelet, and then you put that on top of rice, and then you split it, and then it's...
No, it's a raw egg.
Really?
Raw egg.
I suppose you could eat raw eggs. They can catch dried.
Most of them have anyway. Well, it's time to do another tear challenge, then, you gents.
favorite intros to a game ever.
What's your favorite intro to a game ever?
It starts with the president going to a conference, and then the city is nuked. And then he is transported to another dimension of magical, mystical fairyland. In the room of a prince who, says, "Who are you doing here?" Pulls the sword out. And then these two dudes kick down the door trying to kill the prince because there's a coup happening. And then the president just pulls out a gun and shoots him.
Would you expect the president to do anything less?
I mean, no, but that's just an awesome thought of the president being like, "I'm still the best." And then he picks up a sword because he doesn't want to waste his gun.
Hey, bring that liquor bottle closer to me so that I can successfully drink my fucking ale with bullshit.
And successfully in mine.
That too. Fuck. Fuck shit. How do I get up there?
Can you teleport or have those little, I
only have 30 seconds. Fuck!
So, he does that. And then he becomes the advisor to this prince as the prince slowly conquers the entire world after killing him. The prince is trying to set up the world for peace. And the president's like, "I gotcha. I'll help you out. First things first, crush the poor."
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
What was it? 30,000? Each one. Looks like each one is based off of how much time is left when you pick it up.
What's using your egg?
It's also looking good though. Oh, Hungbug. Really, I just want all the dolls. And we're gonna play Knife of Dunwall because this challenges suck dick. I was more of a stealth guy when I played this game. I don't know if you can tell. So, this game is old. I think it holds up. I don't know where I am. Thank you. No salsa?
No, we don't have salsa, sorry. And I should have made that with a spatula instead of with...
Oh shit! Oh fuck! I think I found it.
Why is it called
It's the name of the doll, I bet. all three of them with the street speakers.
You push them underneath my
Right, do I just like...
Well, look at your power first. You have the whirlwind push. Oh, telekinesis. Or possession. See, that counts. That does not start high. So I think if you move them underneath, they'll just stand there. Or you'll be moving in the same one.
Obviously.
I thought... Wait, I was supposed to... Where am I?
And then just tap it.
Oh well. Hey. Get me out of this playing knife again. I've gotten all of Emily's doubles.
Okie dokie.
No, keep playing.
Oh, okay.
Just get to the end of this shit.
Did I fall asleep?
Yeah.
What's happening? Where am I? What's going on? What?
Also, I think the achievement was called that because I think that's the name of the doll.
Yeah?
Mrs. Fliskin or whatever. Do you think it'll spoil the story of the other DLC to play this DLC first?
Which DLC? Yes.
Why do from the back?
Well, because the Knife at Dunwall takes place during Corvo's stuff.
Right. Is this after?
Yes, this is after. Because every single DLC, except for the most newest one, has a good ending or a bad ending. The good ending of the Knife of Dunwall chronologically leads to this game. So if you do good in the first game, this is the game that this is the entity that ensues. But both of them have to deal with the fact that you don't see the Overseer anymore. Not the Overseer, the Outsider. And you're trying to hunt him down and beat them the fuck up because you hate him.
Why?
Well, you just do. You're just an angry man. This game is you actively doing something. And this game leads into Dishonored 2.
So we'll finish that one first. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, the Knife of Dunwall is the one that takes first. If you,
all right, fine. I'll do the Knife of Dunwall.
I mean, it won't spoil that much. It'll just tell you what the good ending ends as.
Hey, I handed you my keys.
You did.
Would you use them to rent my car for my day?
Sure.
You're the best. You like it?
Yep. Yeah, both games are you hunting down Delilah. Delilah Copperpenny.
Or whatever the fuck her last name is.
Who's Delilah?
She is a lady that you were told to go find. I think by the outside he was like, hey, you want to fuck me up, fuck up this lady. And you're like, okay, will do. I much prefer the way that Dowd teleports.
Yeah.
Like his ability to pause and then teleport. Stealing everything that's been nailed down. I also like Apple. Yes. Every single person has a different variation on the same powers. So, for instance, every single character in the Dishonored game that you play has the dark eyes,
Where are you?
but it's all just called different things. And in the other games, they actually act
Oh,
different,
you're here, you bastard.
like the way that
She's got you now. Can't stay hidden. Here you are.
I have no idea what's going on still.
well, let's look at your quest.
Oh, I remember what I'm supposed to do. So, in this mission, I went and picked up Poopy. I put it in there. Now, if I wait patiently...
Oh, they'll be arrested because it'll look like he has the plague.
No.
No?
No, I just grabbed Poopy. Because she can get rid of all the guards.
Let's look at your notes. Objectives, maybe?
See?
Non-lethal. Switch documents in Timish's belt pouch. Do not interfere as Timish arrested by someone. So you need to go pickpocket.
No.
Said you can do that.
Really?
Yeah. Eliminate. Optional. Meet with your lieutenant. I think you already did that.
Well, it would be done if I did it already.
Okay, let's meet your lieutenant. You might have a... Oh, that's right, you're Lieutenant Billy Larkin.
Really dreidel.
You got a problem.
Dreidel.
I know you're here. Someone get over here! Get behind him! Hit him!
How do I get in here? How do I get out?
I don't know. Why do you have summon assassin?
I got
Why?
to summon an assassin.
Well, why would you want to do that? Because they're just going to kill people. Did you find Granny Rags' recipes?
This one.
Oh, it tells you right here. You're going for a barrister who uses his power to evict families under the false claim that they have the plague. His niece, who is not a fan of him, has promised to help for a price.
$3.
Yes. So
essentially, you're just getting rid of them, either lethally or non-lethally, getting them out of the picture. This lady can take them to the company, and then she will help you find the vial. And the lot has painted paintings before this incident.
Oh, right. It's like, everyone over, I was like, what's up with this that says Delilah?
That's right, so you're trying to find who Delilah is, and you're like, what the fuck? Find out.
Not so bad if that Corvo hadn't killed the Empress.
So who's that guy? How do you see him?
He's on the right. This path leads him down here.
No.
And I believe that they killed the maids.
Why would they do that?
Hey, who's gonna fucking I got some wrong. Hey, there's
Now
a...
Watch it! Bring the alarm!
Eyes sharp. Call out to each other.
Bring the alarm! Go for the
So
alarm!
he's noticing you. That's why you can't take
I
fire.
heard it.
Okay, so load again, and then just don't walk up the fucking stairs.
Yeah, just fucking sit and wait.
Or go up the dumbwaiter that goes up to the 3rd floor.
Oh, yeah. I forgot there was a dumb waiter.
Hey there, Kiki. How's it like being a dog? You're very cute.
Really fat. Yes, you are.
You didn't take the off.
Oh, you're fat and shitty. Oh, you're made of HIV.
Little rat got away.
That's 3rd floor. 4th floor. What's the 4th floor over there? That's not. Okay, then hop in. Do not need to teleport. I'm sure that would be good. I'm sure you fucking glitched it, man.
I don't think so. I think that's just the murder trap.
Why does it exist then?
I don't know.
Maybe there's something upstairs and you have to take it down to the basement, and in order to make it easier, you can just put it in there. Shit, behind you. Is that a basement door that's openable?
Eyes sharp. Call out to each other.
What about a kitchen note say?
I don't know.
Yes, I said kitchen note, so it'd be in the case.
They were overcooked tomatoes.
Little rat
Oh.
got away.
That's useless information.
Oh. You're a fish.
No,
You're a fish.
you're efficient. Ooh, key. Ooh, basement key. You can leave at the basement now. In the envelope, you don't have to worry about anything. Just leave.
Did I?
Yeah, you put the shit. That's why you were looking at the shit thing. That's why it's
I know
saved.
something's up.
It looks like because it said just wait.
Can't say I
Did you
like
close
that.
it maybe? Check your objectives.
I don't know.
Yeah, do not interfere as Timish is arrested by General Turnbull.
Honestly, I don't know why I needed this railway though. To activate a gate. And then just get out of the way. Meet with your lieutenant. Always meet with your lieutenant. Do that.
I got a prowler. Yeah. What now?
Left or right, Lieutenant? Your left, Lieutenant. I wonder why you and left, Lieutenant are different.
They are not.
Yeah, it's the same job. But like, what is it?
I don't know. And then you got some stuff. Look at it. You got an area map and some goddamn loops and a note. What's that note say? Look at the note.
Fuck your mother. Will in a chest near the lobby on the ground floor.
The second balcony on the facade leads directly to Timish's office. A dumbwaiter accessible in the basement connects to all floors, but it's a one-way trip. Once you get out, the panel shuts and the platform returns to the basement. So you can use that. Timish carries a key with him. Any important chests or cabinets are locked with it. An apartment near Timish's estate has a rooftop access to the waterfront district. And then grab that key. Well, we already have it, but still it's good to have. Because who knows, maybe we need to open up the basement twice as fast. How keys work.
We were secure.
And we are. The neighborhood is swept 3 times a week.
Barrister Timsh.
You're not even crouching, dude.
You got lucky this time. I'll find you. Get
Yeah,
around
he's
it.
not gonna trust anything, so you can't
Just
unleash
die.
it at all.
Dang.
So just stay to the rooftops, don't touch the floor. The floor is, as they say, lava. Also, if you have people that are that good at not Renaissance, recon, why don't you just send them in deeper into the house, just take everything, and then bring it back to you?
I don't know.
What's the point of being a spy master? You can't, you know, send spies to solve all your problems. Oh, you forgot your wife's birthday? Well, guess what? A spy remembered, and he sent you flowers already on the way there with a note from you, forged by the spy. Really is just talking with the void, isn't it? Kind of therapeutic, in the sense that I'm getting everything out of there. But also worrying in the way that I do know this is findable. You know, like if people wanted to, they could find me saying anything, and given them as much as I've said, they could probably just cobble together something awful. Do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die. I think it was Operation Midas from Goldfinger. Which was a bad shit crazy idea. It was to break it to Fort Knox, and instead of taking anything that isn't nailed down, to try to destroy it all. To get rid of all the gold, just make it evaporate. Because then...
his gold becomes more valuable. Let's do some thoughts from the brain of Satan. We did not need an Incredibles 2. Incredibles 1 is a perfectly fine movie. And it has a good storyline about a man doing illegal work and, conflict at home, but still wanting to do good, and so on and so forth, and it's a fine movie. The newer one is also fine. I watched it. It's okay. It's not revolutionary, but it's a good movie. It's a strong, standing movie. But, people were like, hey, why did it end on a cliffhanger? But I didn't see it as a cliffhanger. I saw it as a definite end. That The Incredibles was a story of just about how this family went from suppressing and hiding their powers to deciding to use their powers to help. They did this very convoluted thing where they went to an island and they all got kidnapped by Mr. MacGyver, whatever the fuck his name was. Stereo the Wonder Dog. And then at the very end, they're attacked by mole people. And I did not see that as like we definitely need to cover this and see what's going on. I saw that more as a saying that, yes, the story continues. And these characters continue to exist, Like, I don't need a follow-up to every single sentence. For instance, The Shawshank Redemption ends with the two of them meeting up on the beach in Zihuatanejo and living together. I don't need a follow-up movie that follows an even just as convoluted story about them living and working together, and if they send it out to all their other friends to join them there. But that's just me. I think sometimes it's best to let a story exist by itself. Not everything needs to be a series. Or a trilogy. Everyone wants to be a trilogy, but I've never understood that. The first movie is usually just a hook. It usually just gives a description of the world and is very by the books. Right, and then you have second movie which spends all the money makes people not believe in it, right? Even not believe in it well enough to trust it after that first proof of success. So I give up money. So it spends a lot of money, but its funds are usually hugely cut up, and it's like usually the one which the creative license still belongs to the creator, so they're able to make whatever they want, and that usually means that the first movie's big enough that they got some funding now, so they have more to play around with, right? And then the third movie is usually the one that has the most funding, but because its assets spread too thin and too many companies involved in it. Um, I know a lot about Batman. Like, I know too much about Batman. Batman's my favorite superhero. I'm not a huge fan of movies, superhero movies, especially live action ones. They just don't work. Really not a huge fan of superhero things at all, but the idea of Batman I like very much because Batman, unlike his compatriots, is just a human. Therefore, it's compelling to watch. Superman's boring. That's all that's gonna happen. Wonder Woman boring. Everyone's boring. Batman is interesting. He uses his mind. Thinks things through. But there's a really lazy way to do smart people, and there's a not so lazy way to do smart people. A lazy way to do smart people is to make them do illogical things and then tell everyone that it worked out. In the sense that, instead of thinking through something a rational human being would do, you instead just have them do completely crazy, bonkers, off-the-wall stuff that ends up in their victory. Or you have them do something that only makes sense if they knew they were already supposed to do it. If the new Star Wars creates Rebels. Darth Vader never actually successfully killed anyone in those movies. The first few ones, yeah, but then he became. One thing I like about the Clone Wars, well, not the only thing, but one of the things I like how they gave personality to the robots. It doesn't make a lot of sense logically thinking, but it just makes them comic relief. Well received on humans. They also have lightsabers thin. Because I've always imagined them as these thin, like razor thin beams of light. Just a single stream of concentrated light. Cuts through anything. But the movies more like made it seem like it's more of like a column. Instead of like a thin of constant energy forced into a thin stream. That's more like a brrrr of like, you know, this kind of like a plasma beam that looks like a fluorescent light attached to a handle. But in the Clone Wars, to make them much smaller, so give that nice wide base. They also do that in Rebels, which I like, because it makes it seem like a lot more delicacy when you use the exciting exactly what the core is. Also, imagine better what the original special effects was for, which was a wooden stick covered in reflective tape. But, you know, it makes it easier to see where people's blades are and what the actual clash is, and who's where and what is what. This is where their effects columns of light. How far is it literally like the skin of a lightsaber bounce off the skin of a lightsaber? Or do they kind of touch and merge a little bit before they bounce off? Like, is there a part of the lightsaber that, you know, bends? Smack two lightsabers together. Is there just like is there a part, just a small overlap, which you're mixed and create kind of like a double lightsaber point. You know, like the two fields mix.
Please tell me we haven't been streaming this fucking pause menu forever.
We have been.
Why? It's your job to entertain the people.
I've talked for a little bit.
About what?
Batman.
What about Batman?
Just that I know a lot about him.
Like what?
I know a lot about Batman.
I bet I don't.
I know he retired due to heart palpitations. And then, depending on which story you read, either comes back to fight Superman. Well, actually, comes back to put Gotham City underneath his rule under a gang that he takes over due to the fact that there is a nuclear war and the world is starting to nuclear winter, and then Superman is tasked by Ronald Reagan to hunt him down and kill him, or he then gives his bat suit to a new fucking kid. And then they fight a lot of people, and then he gets really mad about shit all the time, because he's a teenager, and that's what they do.
Are you talking about Batman Beyond?
Yeah.
I like the storyline in which fuck. So nuclear bombs go off, and the Hulk and all of the mutants from the X-Men. They all start getting old and dying out. But they also just take over the country. And so like the Hulk owns Texas.
Seems like his kind of place.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's...
I don't think I ever got your first name.
You do.
Stop! That guard got to me!
This is for a week if you kill it.
Take this!
You wouldn't exactly call that an assassination.
I mean, he's dead, isn't he?
You know my favorite Justice League member? My favorite Justice League member is a hero named Vigilante, who's just a cowboy with a bandana covering his mouth, and he uses 2 revolvers and a normal lasso to fight people. And he's actually really close friends with Shining Knight. Who is Sir Tristan from the Arthurian legend.
I can barely breathe. Oh, General Turnbull. Yes, I was expecting. Please come. Temptation.
It smells... We were... I thought we were secure.
And we are.
I forgot how to lean.
Swept 3 times a week.
Paris to...
Triangle.
Is Timish being arrested?
No, you didn't plant it.
I don't think I ever got your first name.
So they're just like...
Load the game 2 save is before. Oh, you want to go back to the very beginning? If you want to go back to the very beginning, go to mission.
I don't go to the beginning.
Well, you'd better understand what you're supposed to do.
Okay. Living here. This is my new house, you guys. TV cribs.
Oh, hi, I didn't see you there.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Do you want to go to the waterfront? No, not yet.
Grab that key. Through that door. I think so.
I'm not in a perfect town.
No.
Okay. Hey, there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City?
It's a creepy song.
You know what's even creepier about it?
What?
The girl he wrote it about?
Had never talked to him?
Mm-hmm. Never, not once.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's a creepy motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
look over there at the optional things over there. What's that?
Those things.
All of them?
No, it's my delivery of those things I got delivered to the front of the city.
Why the fuck did you do that?
I'm not sure. I think it was just a waste of money. Jesus Christ, my gun is so huge.
You got jumps, man.
I got mad ups, bro.
Bet. What's that? Is that the right?
Bet on it, bet on
Is that the right use of that term?
it. Bet is colloquially used to like end a conversation. Or just be like, yeah, I will do that. I will accomplish that.
Okay, so it's just stop talking to me. I'm fucking done with you, man.
No, it's a alright. I know what you want from me and I want from you.
Okay, so it's just a listening noise. It's the same as going, uh-huh.
Yeah, but you can't just say bet, 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 bet.
It's just a variation, so you don't say just okay, okay, okay. So you can go okay, bet, uh-huh, right, okay, bet.
Yeah,
Just to get more variation in the speech.
bet.
Bet. I just asked because the unofficial tagline of the group that I was orientated with was Fat Bet.
Watch out!
Fat Bet. Fat Bet. Because one person said bet, and then another one was like Fat Bet. And then everyone laughed at that because it was ridiculous.
Everyone laughed at the fat bet.
Yeah, and so then it became Fat Bet.
Fat back.
Hashtag Fat Bet.
Fat back.
And I'm currently in a
Bet on it.
group chat and a Snapchat with them.
Are they going to be your ultimate college buddies?
I don't know, man.
That didn't work out for me.
I just spent 3 days hanging out with them, and I barely remember most of their names. I remember that there's an Abby and an Abigail, and they're very different people. And there's a Maddie and a Maddie, spelled differently.
And they're the same person.
And there's the female version of Riley.
Are you just in a girl?
It was a lot of girls. There were 4 men in my group of 12 people. And that made me realize that women just do more things than dudes do.
What?
Think about it. I realized that whenever I go to a group of like orientation or anything in which that is semi-optional, that they're like, you know, you don't 100% have to be here, but it's better for you to be here than not. Especially if it's a social event, there's always like 30 women and like 2 dudes.
Yeah, because the dudes. Honestly, I wasn't at my freshman orientation.
That's my point. Dudes just don't do stuff.
I was too busy getting high and
Fucking bitches getting money.
I was fucking a bitch at the time.
Wow.
So,
Was that some notes at the feet of those dead people?
no, it's just some dead people at the feet of some dead people.
No, it's a note. Worked so hard he broke both his hands and he was and then he turned. Now he died.
Oh, that sucks.
This one likes Carter Wood.
Oh
Carter.
shit, yeah. How do you know all of his secrets if fucking ass?
How do you know all the secrets? This was a father. He sired 6 of 3 mothers. He drowned one of them. That was not his fault. One day, his child's grandfather discovered what happened, and the old man did not agree with that assessment. Wait, did he drown one of his wives? One of the mothers of his children, or just one of the children?
No. But I'm gonna pick up this boot.
This one was born of a wealthy family. He stayed out in the countryside because it was the only place with the stars at night. He was never educated, so he did not know what they were. He used to pray to them. You know what? I think a lot of people used to pray to stars.
I think people still pray to stars.
I know that I pray to the sun.
Pray to me.
Yeah, because of all things to pray to, makes the most sense, doesn't it?
You're not wrong. because I always know it's gonna be there, and it is the source of all life on the planet.
I already did that, I think. Alright, but I'm gonna do it again just in case. I wish I had more of the potion.
Which potion? Mana potion?
Yeah, bro.
Fuck!
Everything is fine. I'm okay with everything that is happening to me in my life right now.
Oh yeah, so, during the actual 3-day semi-orientation,
You only got semi-oriented?
yeah, it wasn't the full orientation, because that happens when I actually move in. This was just like
oh, you have to move in? That sucks.
Yeah. Move in on the 16th. Fuck, Griffin!
Oh, man. I didn't mean to stab him.
You just saved!
Oh, man, I didn't mean to save.
But no, this was the 3-day, it was a camp thing, so they walked about campus and like, hey, this is all this shit, here's some information, and then I got, diversity training.
Training on how to be diverse?
No, just training what diversity is. It was
What is diversity?
boring motherfucking shit.
It's not just diversity.
When there is
You're
a
an
group of
expert.
people that are not necessarily the same, but is not limited to sex or race or whatever the fuck, it's everything.
You know why they do that?
Because people are fucking stupid.
Do you remember the bus full of OU students who were going someplace, and like the entire fucking time they were just like fucking chanting about how black people were subhuman?
I do not remember that, no.
I remember it vividly.
I'm not surprised though. People are assholes. Anyway.
Especially people who go to OU. I'm sorry you're going there. You're not going to enjoy yourself. Listen, let me tell you the most important thing I learned about college. Is that you and I are automatically the smartest people there.
You know what?
Besides the professors.
I'm not gonna doubt that because I do have evidence to prove you. But yeah, so it was this whole thing where they walked around campus and they made us do events, but effectively the only real thing you gain from it is, hey, here's some people, here's a quick step up on what resources you have.
Yeah. It's straight up just to be like, hey.
Huh?
Because otherwise people are just confused and don't know how to be alive. Dude, it's fucking hysterical whenever you just like meet somebody who's just first starting college and they just like have no clue about what the fuck is going on. And you're just like, what are you doing, man? And they're like, I'm eating pasta at 4 in the fucking morning, listening to techno dance tunes and crying about my entire life. And you're like, why? And you're like, oh, I forgot to study.
And you're like, couldn't you use this time to...
No. Of course they can't, Sutton.
They're eating pasta and crying. They can't... That would cut into their pasta cry time.
Cry pasta time, but...
I'm sorry. I don't speak no English good.
Nobody does.
But
if they
yeah.
say they do, they're
They lie.
lying, or they have an English degree. And they don't... They want to feel like it's not pointless.
It is pointless.
Yeah.
It's so pointless.
You need everything!
Need more, medical.
One more.
I'm gonna talk to Bill.
His lordship, the barrister, is up in his bedroom. Top floor. Don't make me describe what's happening.
Those
What's
bitches.
happening? Well, I got additional reports. Switch the documents. Place the sack in the circulator. The will and testament.
Okay, so we have to pickpocket them.
Alright,
So we have.
here's the plan. I'm going to slowly knock out all of the guards down here.
I wouldn't bother. A lot of effort for very little. gate.
I
You just don't go outside as
need
often.
to go to the first floor.
No, you don't. Why would you need to go to the first floor?
That's where his grandmother or his mom's.
No, that's the second floor.
No.
Reread that. It'll be in your objectives too.
No, it's not. Near the lobby on the ground floor.
Oh shit, I guess you're right. I apologize for doubting you. Anyway, so
I guess let's just go in the basement.
so we did all of that, and the camp counselors, the people who were in charge, I think were under very strict rules not to do or say certain things, which makes sense. You know.
What's going on there?
And then, now that I'm on Snapchat, literally the first thing they posted was them drinking a beer at a party.
Is that inappropriate? Not allowed?
No, because they're no longer in an official position. But it went from 3 days of them like very carefully regulating what they're doing and being careful not to, you know, act like a human being.
I don't know if it's them not acting like a human being or them acting like a professional person, you know? A professional person doesn't talk about being fucked up at work.
That's true, but the difference is that a professional person just would be doing their job and be quiet and get shit done. These people's entire job was just walking around and doing this.
offering aid.
But because they were supposed to connect with us, they sort of mentioned these stories, but they just basically edited out the parts. So it was very...
What, you don't do that?
Well, I do to a certain extent, but it was just very, very robotic the way that they were talking.
Shit, I'll tell Mom jack shit about that.
And
Well, that's mostly because I don't want her to ask questions.
yeah, but it was just very so shocking when we were. You have to go put that shitty sack.
Hang on, I want to check this shit out first.
Save.
Are all those people unconscious already? No. So this shit knocks out everyone but guards.
Where do you suppose Barrister Timsh has gotten off to?
Another fight with that shrew of a niece. He's gone to the top floor to be off.
It's quiet.
You have sleep darts, knock them both out. But it's gonna let the guard. And
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Indeed, I believe so.
it won't matter if you knock everyone out. You still have to pickpocket Timish.
Where did you even come from, you stupid bitch?
I don't know, she just appeared. Because Timish has the key to unlock all the chests. So you won't. I doubt that the will chest is open. I'm almost positive pickpocket.
I love robbing! Yes, I do! For the Bible tells me to do.
It has a very specific tenet not to do that. I think mainly the Bible just tells you, like, fuck me bad.
That was just that one story.
That was a lot.
You know, that's fair.
A lot of stories.
I'm gonna put
Dad
poo
fuck.
poo here.
You can't put poop there. You can only put poop in there.
No, bro.
Pull that switch and then you're done. First floor.
Oh, is it not gonna take me back down?
Nope. It's a one-way trip too. Once you leave, it closes the door and goes back down. Wow. Cool. So you've broken the game.
Yeah, definitely.
fixed it, still.
Okay, so...
Oh, read that note. 1, law office and lobby 2, smoking lounge and library 3, Timish's office 4, and Downing. So 1 as a low office is lobby, 2 is the smoking lounge and library, 3 is Timish's office, 4 is the dining hall and bedroom.
If you do it without selecting a floor, it'll default to floor 1.
Please do not ride in the dumbwaiter.
Yeah.
So we want floor 4.
Yes.
That is where Timish is.
I guess I'm just gonna go up there. I'm gonna wait till...
Yeah. Wait till you pickpocket them and do everything else to drop the Saga chain. Because I think that starts... That's... You have to spin the wheel to the 4th floor.
Spin to win! You're talking about your new counselors.
That's right. It was just shocking to go from them being very regulated about what they were saying to, hey, this is me in a party drinking a beer. It's very shocking to me. But I suppose, you know, that's because...
I don't know why that's shocking to you.
I mean,
legitimately,
it wasn't shocking they were drinking beer. It was just shocking that they went so immediately. Like, it was... By the time that me and Ariana were halfway home from the event, that's when I was already getting pictures of them being like, I'm drinking booze. And it was just shocking how different the interactions appeared.
Yeah, because they don't have to impress anybody when they're drinking at a party.
That's true enough. And then, you know,
I don't know what I know.
bunch of benign chatter about High School Musical and shit.
We're all in this together. Something about fucking dirty buttholes.
Guard tonight? Yeah, for
Should we
sure.
gather for Winston's?
Yes, of course. Never doubt it.
Wait.
Fuck. Why?
Someone get over here!
To be fair, that would be everyone's response to finding someone who's just reel back in terror. Just reload, dude.
Open your arms now!
Or you're not going for ghost status.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Fuck. Fuck.
It's not that bad.
Fuck.
You're not, like, literally anything lost.
I'm
Just...
coming in my pants.
I watched a lot of Djibouti dubs when he does those cartoons. The old, like, Spider-Man, that's what it was. And for some reason, he found a clip. I don't know what was happening in the clip. Really?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
What's he doing in the clips?
So in the clip, it is the assistant to the newspaper editor, Jameson, I think his name is.
J. Jonah Jameson, you're correct. You know who's a fan of alliteration?
Peter was the man who wrote Spider-Man.
Stan Lee.
Peter Parker.
What?
Peter Parker, Green Goblin.
So...
A lot of alliteration in Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was written by Stan Lee.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Stanley Yelnats, actually.
Hey Griffin, you know who my favorite Avenger is?
Stanley Yelnats?
Good Boy.
Any citizens belonging to or offering aid
for
to
Bad
the
Boy.
Hatter-
Good Boy is a girl who turns into a wolf and refers to that wolf
as her persona.
Oh, I hate this fucking superhero.
Yeah. There's a good boy.
I like Squirrel Girl.
Iron Boy, which is
No!
oh my Jesus Christ!
Fuck!
You can just keep on accidentally murdering people, and it's actually really cool looking, but still.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm murdering.
Wonder if anyone would
Don't
notice.
murder everyone. Just murder occasionally. Don't murder like the big guy, because I think it's ironically pleasing.
Yeah, I'm gonna murder everyone else.
Suppose Barrister Timsh got
But then you'll get chaos, and then
another
you'll be
fight
bad.
with that shrew of a niece.
Just kill
He's
bad
gone
in
to the
this
top
one?
floor to
Yeah,
cool
it's bad in
off.
all of
It's
them.
quiet.
No!
Because of course it's bad. It's not gonna reward you for killing everyone. It still has high, medium, and low chaos. And high chaos still is really bad. Oh my god. I forgot what Holocaust paintings look like.
That's good. Can I steal it?
No. But that's what Delilah paints like. You see a lot of her paintings.
Very good.
Think you'll get
I
your own
prefer
squad
Civil
after what
War.
happened last night?
Why?
Never doubt it.
I don't know.
You're
actually,
more of a classical artist type of dog.
I that's an entire story unto itself. When I went to Austin,
Texas.
yes, for the guitar trip,
Which I've been on because I actually play guitar,
yes, you do. You play guitar very well.
but you don't.
I don't. I went there because I was in science class.
That doesn't.
Well,
That
'cause-
does not compute.
Well, because when they rent the bus, there's so many seats, right? And they don't want to waste seats. And so last year, well, I suppose it would be the year before I went. They brought class and kids with them. So it was all guitar kids going, and they just had to do between two schools because they didn't want to waste seats. So those kids helped chip in for the payment of the bus trip and everything.
Yeah.
And then they all went together. But that was really hard. It was really difficult to deal with these two different schools and making sure everyone got the information they needed, make sure everyone
That
showed up.
does not sound like it would be very hard.
It would not be very hard, but apparently it was just a hassle. It was putting in effort, and so they decided instead to take some.
To take all the effort out of it.
Yes. Draw an character.
The King of Pistols. A sea of no skills. The Jack of Swords.
Keep drawing.
Okay.
Do it until you're out of cards. Take them all.
Fucking. I drew the Outsider and the Queen of Rats multiple times.
I don't know what any of this means.
Yeah, are these tarot cards, or is this fucking just a regular ass deck of cards?
Well, isn't wait, that book was activatable in the bookshelf. And then there's
My
the
thick woolen nightcoat, your scarf draped over my throat. I stand watch at the rail, watching the whaleboats. Wrapped as your worlds float, your lovely palaver. That's... What a shitty poem.
Then there was a book next to the tarot cards.
What a
Like on the
shitty
bookshelf.
Tarot cards. This just says some shit about the barrister. There's so much fucking lore in this game.
It is very lore heavy.
It's fucking vast.
I wish they'd put a little bit more effort into NPC interactions. They don't.
Like dealing with NPCs.
Well, no, like just how they talk to each other. You know, how like That's true, honestly. If you can use the jury, they'll go with their hearts and minds.
Yeah, I mean, that was the entire point of
New
it.
York! New York!
That was the entire plot of Chicago.
The city?
No. With the dude who shoved a thing up his ass.
Did you hear about the dude who fucked a horse?
Which dude? And which horse?
So this dude was just like, he decided to put it on film. And he was just like, I'm gonna bend over and put this horse's dick in my ass.
Oh, so he was the receiver.
Yeah, so, horse gets a little bit inside of him.
And then it's uncomfortable for both of them?
Well, see, the guy immediately says, ow, fuck, and the horse bottoms out into his asshole.
Oh.
And then he died 3 days later from internal hemorrhaging.
You know what? Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah.
Don't
Moral
fuck
of the
horse.
story,
Don't put things inside of you that were not supposed to be inside of you.
yeah, things that aren't designed specifically to fit inside of your body.
Don't put them there.
You think that'd be fucking, like...
Common sense.
Yeah, you'd think. I'll open that just in case.
Get some air in.
Yeah, it's gonna smell farty. Too farty.
So yeah. So then they decided to, because they go to museums, to bring gate kids who were in science classes.
Did you say gay kids?
Gate.
Is this the way you come out to me, Sutton?
Yep. In an anecdote about a museum.
It sounds like you, honestly.
Well, this leads me to a different anecdote. Not my anecdote.
Well, alright, no, stay with this one, and then you tell the other one
Okay.
afterwards.
So, they decided to take the science kids. And we go, and one of the museums is an art museum. And, you know, I was thinking art museum is going to be a bunch of portraitures and whatnot. It's going to be some modern art, so on.
Oh, no, not in the Austin Art Museum. Are you kidding me?
No. It was... There were, I think, 3 separate wings dedicated to modern,
What's going on
weird
there?
art. Like I took a bunch of bottle tops of alcohol containers and made them into a sheet.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Austin is the city of make keep up weird or whatever.
That is their tagline.
Yeah.
But I will say, one of the things we did go to that I thought was kind of cool was that destroyed hotel building.
I didn't go there.
You didn't?
I don't know if they had that.
I'm sure they did. It was just the foundation, and it's these 3 tiers that was at one point either a hotel or a condo or some shit. And then it's just you spray paint it.
Didn't see me, right? Fuck!
But
I don't think he did what he said now, so it's just,
That might be worth checking out.
it's just these layers upon layers of this paint, and it looks pretty cool. That's not super important right now. Anyway,
that just electrocuted me. I'm an idiot.
it did.
Oh.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
So I can... Sneak into this room that's supposed to be locked. And not pick that up because I can't. That guy's bitching about fucking...
But hey, a really nice hardwood floor.
I mean, yeah, but like...
He's probably got the money to spend though.
I mean, like... Come on here. I don't know... Anybody forgot?
Not yet.
That one is in the hallway.
So yeah, we go to the art museum. There's a whole bunch of modern art shit, and then we got to the classical art, which was like one room.
Yeah, I don't have very much classical art.
And it wasn't even. It was just labeled European art on the thing. It was not divided into time periods or anything. It was just, oh, fucking Europe. Who cares about that shit, right?
Things are bad. Could the city get any
And then
worse?
in this
Yes, of
hallway
course.
dedicated to European art, they had a model for
Why
an
bother
art
with
installation that was modern art.
Taste this.
So they couldn't even just keep their European art just European art.
It looks like it made.
Yeah, those two are made. Anyway, their big art installation that they had was I forget what it was called. It was called the Cathedral. Right? So I want you to picture in your mind an art installation called the Cathedral.
All right.
It was not.
Wait.
Okay. So it was a building.
Who are you?
I understand your curiosity. I'm strange. I was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. A friend to Jessamine when we were girls. Then afterward, I made my name as a painter. Now, I'm obviously something much greater.
You look
That
like a
satisfies
statue
you.
a little bit to me.
Because you won't get more. I ought to just kill you. But I'm going to give you a warning for the sake of my sisters, who were very impressed with you once upon a time. Stay away from me. There are great changes coming, and I'll expect you not to interfere. I have influence in places you won't expect. But as for Arnold Timsh, do what you want. I won't hold a grudge. I'm done with him. Is that who you were looking for? Well, she's a
How
bit
did
of a
you
bitch.
know? How did you
And the
see
artwork's
that?
hopeless.
What?
I know you have your reasons.
What?
What? Did the statue actually move, or did she just assume she was a bit of a bitch that she has a statue made of her in a stranger's house?
Well, this is very clearly her artwork. Only 4 out of 7 fucking rooms.
But to make a statue of yourself,
What?
kind of a bitch thing to do.
Here? Who sent you? Killing me won't solve anything.
Don't kill him.
Clear the line!
Man. Look at that painting. Also, I do like the colors that she uses. But yeah, she's a bit of a bitch because she paints paintings and builds statues of herself.
All artists do that, are you kidding
Well,
me?
yeah, but to do that as a commission in someone's house.
Is that a commission though? Or did he just, like...
Give like say, here's an artist's room, do what you want.
Yeah.
I suppose he could have. I don't know. I would have to find a receipt for their interaction.
Let the voice of love...
Second, look at that glow real quick, and try and find where you think you are on it.
Alright, so... That island.
Yep. That tiny island the size of England.
Right there.
Yeah. As opposed to a huge fucking continent.
I assume the huge continent is where the plane came from.
That is what it's implied.
Fuck you, shit.
But no one knows.
Can I go up from here? No, probably not.
Try.
You know, I'm gonna...
You need that money.
Where is it?
It's on the table outside. You run past me again. Main table. And then you have the regular display case.
Give me your gold.
So it was this room that was about as wide, twice as long, and it was a cross.
I hope that Christianity will learn its lesson someday.
Been a bad boy. Anyway.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, what'd you think was gonna happen? You just fell 4 stories.
I don't know.
And there were these weird, they weren't exactly stained glass windows. They were stained glass windows, but they were just like gradients, just color. And then there was this weird fake cross. And
Imagine being in that room on
LSD. No. So I'm gonna put it on the table. From what I understand, it causes hallucinations.
For some it does. I personally am not gifted with
But I just thought it was very anticlimactic. Because, you know, it was called a cathedral. I was thinking something big and impressive. Yeah.
cathedrally generated.
Second anecdote is, so I went to this camp, and apparently I just did not feel it as much as some people felt it. Because the people who were giving their, like, this is my story of why I like this thing, or you know, getting involved and shit, they were like, man, this changed my life forever, and I'll never forget it for as long as I live. I'm like, really?
Which camp? What?
Camp Crimson, the one I was at for 3 days.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. They're like, this changed my life forever. And one dude was like, it's what made me decide to come out as gay to my family. And I'm like, Jesus, dude, if this is all it needs, this is all it took. You did not need that big of a push.
I don't know. I feel like for people like you and I, we... Not to say that other people's emotions are just stupid, but I feel like for us to like truly care or give a shit about something, it has to be truly wondrous. Because I feel like we've been gifted with the ability to
see things in proportion.
Well, no, not even that. Just like we've been able to see things that are absolutely fantastic in our lives. And some people are not gifted with that. I don't want to talk to you. You're a cunt. Alright, so all of his guards are unconscious.
Well, yeah, but you still don't want him to know that you exist, right?
Right. So...
Let's walk around his office, see if there's a way in from behind.
There's like a door over here.
Talk to Delilah. Who are you?
Hey there, Delilah.
I understand.
What's it like in New York City? What's
Is
it
that
like
who you were
in
looking
the
for?
statue?
Well, she's a bit of a bitch. And the artwork's hopeless.
Giant
I never heard
caliber
your reasons.
rifle. I see giant caliber.
I think it's Goofy the Red.
I'm gonna murder you.
I'm gonna come inside.
You will have my children.
Ooh, here is my seed. Gross.
It's like a fistful.
Hey, here you go. Farmer John planting again.
Also, there's this dance where like you kick your leg and you Fist bump fist? Fist bump?
Oh yeah, the celebratory dance from Goodfellas.
Nope.
The other one, the video game one.
Goodfellas, a video game?
No, Fortnite. I don't know why I said Goodfellas.
Yeah. And one of the people did that dance a lot, but they often did it while lying down because they were exhausted. As a way of saying, yes, I agree with what you said and I find it to be exciting. But it started to look up just like a jerk-off motion, as if they're saying, bleh, I don't care.
Bleh, shut up, you fucking stupid faggot.
So they would just sit on something like, bleh. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Fuck you, Mom.
You're the boss of me.
You are the boss of me. Fuck you, Mom.
But I just found it endlessly hilarious that they would be like, hey man, this is a really fun party. Yeah. Fuck.
Fuck your party. The butthole. Let's go.
No, Timish is, I think, still standing still.
Oh, how to find it? Everyone's awake again, what the hell?
No one's awake again. It looks like, yeah, Timish left. See, he's down there now.
Should I knock him out?
Don't knock him out.
I'm gonna render him unconscious.
No, don't render him unconscious. Pick his pocket. Because then when you put the shit in the air vents...
I already did.
Did you?
That's why he's running away.
Yeah, then he'll go and meet the guard, and the guard will say, hey, it looks like your house has the plague. You're under arrest by the laws that you set up to steal houses from the disenfranchised.
What is that horrible stench? I can barely breathe. Oh,
Alright, so new plan.
When I find...
I believe it's saved if I did that. So I think I will wait for him to get downstairs.
I think that was right. I'm trying to remember, there was this video of this, part of this, I was going to say animated, and I suppose that is technically correct, but this, computer character, video game character, getting attacked by giant mechs, getting stabbed in all of his limbs with grapple hooks, being held down, and then he frees his arms and does a head spin, like a break dance.
With a katana in his mouth.
Yes.
That is, right?
And then someone took that and then played Beyblades on top of it.
Beyblades, let it rip. Let's fight.
And then you know how it has that guitar riff when it cuts in and out. It's like blade.
what is that horrible stench? I can barely breathe. Oh,
Haha, you're fucked, buddy.
Go off all those chests and steal everything else.
Boy. I bet you didn't expect to be the longest Chia boy ever.
Timch doesn't name himself the beneficiary in the will. He's giving the inheritance
everything to Delilah? He's not smart.
I don't care about him getting sent to jail.
No, he's an asshole.
I know he's getting sent to jail right now.
What is this? Is this a joke?
I am not sure what you find funny about it.
Barrister Timsh, this is a letter from the Lord Regent dated a month ago, stating that your building is to be seized by the state immediately due to massive infection outbreak, and that your personal assets are forfeit if you do not comply immediately. A month ago? Are you showing me this to try to convince me that you're above the law?
What? Let me see that.
See that.
This is
So you stole
impossible.
his "I'm above the law"
Barrister,
letter.
I am afraid
Gave
I'm
him
going to
a
have to
forge.
take you into custody.
I am below
And if
law.
I or any of my men contract the plague because of this visit, I'll see that your head rolls.
No. This isn't the right document. This...
Get him out of here before he starts bleeding from the eyes. And secure this court. It's under quarantine.
Yes, sir.
He fainted on the inside. There we go. Now he fainted.
Fainted. Now what? I don't want to touch him. What if I get sick?
I don't want to touch him.
Wait for him to wake up.
Okay, so
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
let's
Tim's
feel
gone.
everything.
Need all the help we can get. Like that woman Delilah.
Shut up. You want to bring that crazy woman back down on us? Don't even say her name.
Just sleep dart. You can have sleep dart. There you go. Neither of them saw you. I don't think. None of them turned red at least. Beyblade. Beyblade.
Gay blade, let it rip.
I also one of my counselors. His name was
Camptown racist, sing this song.
It was Taylor, but wrong. His name was Taylor.
Oh, that is wrong. Tell him to get a better name.
And the only reason I remember his name is because I remembered him as Taylor, but wrong.
That's fucking... Dude, your name sucks, bro.
And he was a lovely man. Wonderful, very, very jovial, friendly guy. But just awful name.
Again? Oh no!
How did she see you? How is it that this maid has the sight that no guard has ever had? Foiled again.
Soiled it. Yeah, I don't give a shit enough to,
Yeah, you're fine. You don't need a ghost run to have a good time.
Mother, this is Arnold. If you happen to awaken while no one's present, I've prepared this for you. To remind you of recent events to help clear your mind.
Okay, so he's keeping her safe.
To at ease. The plague has ended. I have married and will become Prime Minister, just as you always wanted. My sister and brother are both here and doing well. Your last will and testament has been written and approved. We all love you, Mother. Now go back to sleep. Rest. Everything is fine.
What a dick. Well, I mean, kinda, but he's not letting his mom be lucid.
So that's a little issue for me. So, would you want your mom to be lucid if she was in constant pain?
That's a good point, especially if there was a plague going on.
Yeah, right? Like, everything is fucking fucked to shit, right?
Yeah. Granted, he probably doesn't have to worry about most of the fuck to shit, but still, not a great time to be alive. Just go back to that hotel room that you came in from. It's right there. Yes. Yeah, you found someone's head in a bag here.
Are you sure it was a head?
I don't know what the fuck it was. You found someone's meat in a bag here.
You don't find meat in bags.
You do in Fallout. They're everywhere around super mutants.
All my meat comes in bags.
Although my question is, like, what are they doing with that meat? Are they just, like, letting it rot to, like, ferment it?
No, it's decoration.
Doesn't make much sense to me.
No, it doesn't make much sense to me.
The super mutants were invented to be like the ultimate human.
Yes.
So like they can't talk. Who are you? Okay.
I saw Talia. She's waiting where she said she'd be.
I don't remember what. Oh, it's right there.
I do like Billy Litter.
Billy Skylark?
Yep. Yeah?
Is 2 minutes long. Like the song?
Yeah.
Do you know why it's 2 minutes?
Why?
It's so that you can brush your teeth. And like...
Griffin, have you ever seen This Is America Women's Class?
Yeah. That woman is fucking dumb.
She is.
Glad you and I agree on that.
Everyone I've ever met agrees on that.
Dude, okay, so like the thing is that she did that as like, oh, this is the woman's response to it, right?
Yes.
But like, he covered that already.
He did. That was in the original song. And also that she did a bad job parodying it or taking it, stealing it.
She just stole it. That's not a parody.
Yeah, it's not a parody. She just stole it.
Parody is nuts. Oh shit!
I'm so glad you're happy with that. Take the back alleyway that you were just at.
But that doesn't go the way I needed to.
I'm sure it eventually loops that way.
No, let's go around this way.
I
don't have a map to show you. But like, check it. That's where I met the bitch the first time, way back there.
Okay, so don't go this way.
Here, and then there are a bunch of guards. They're not guards, just like
Emily Caldwin is still missing. Any bird.
Oh yeah, so leading back to a previous conversation that we never finished. This game has a fuck ton of lore, but the conversations that you overhear,
they're all lacking. They're all like, indeed, I would like to get drunk.
Now, it makes sense because it's like procedurally generated conversations, which means that they should have a bunch of random responses and random questions that can be asked. But that just makes everything feel wrong.
There's something up there.
You know, because no one's response to cigars and whiskey tonight, never doubt it.
Indeed.
Will do.
Indeed, I believe so.
Do you think you're going to get your own squad after what happened? Never doubt it.
Indeed, I believe so.
You want to go get drunk at a bar?
Indeed, I believe so.
Never doubt it.
Indeed, I believe so. Fucking, I've heard so many guards in this thing say, indeed, I believe so.
Was that a monster? Never doubt it.
Indeed, I believe so. I've never heard anybody say, never doubt it, honestly.
I've heard never doubt it a lot.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
Here, how do I get
out?
When I find you, it's going to be bad.
I think there's like a weird access.
No, all the roofs are just...
What about if it look up right now?
Oh, I'll find
To work!
Christ, Griffin.
Damn you!
Whiskey for a week if you kill him.
Hey, Ray, what's up? Do you want to be on record saying something cool?
I wanna be.
That's not cool.
No?
It's just what we are.
Ariana, who's your favorite Marvel Avenger? Who is your favorite DC Justice Leaguer?
Wonder Woman.
Griffin, same questions to you.
My favorite Avenger?
Yeah.
The Toxic Avenger.
Avenger?
Yeah. Does he not count?
I saw Talia.
You know what? He
She's
does.
waiting where she said
He
she'd
counts
be.
now. What about your favorite Justice League member?
My favorite Justice League member? Oh shit, I like John Hamm.
John Hamm?
Yeah, the alien dude, John Hamm. John Hamm? John Hamm the alien.
John Hamm.
Alright, I'll tell you how I got here in the first place. It was over that thing.
But you see, that like little still thing? Can you teleport to that and then teleport to the top of the thing? Because remember that you can teleport midair. Yeah, man. You have more mobility than Corvo ever has. He's a bitch. Not like that. Never do that.
I thought it was
You have to click the other button, don't you?
No.
Oh. I will say, one of the games with the best grunt dialogues is Batman Arkham series.
Fuck, Batman Arkham series is so good.
So good, and it
I don't know, the orcs talking.
I saw Talia. She's waiting where she said she'd be.
Oh man.
Oh fuck, dude, Shadow War. I can tell you. Okay, so what they've changed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can take over captains' minds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty cool.
The only thing I know is that you can create teams, and because of that, they've given the orcs more personality. And I've seen a lot of
The guy they've got in the tutorial of building your army.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first thing I was like kneel to me, and then he's like, or no, I was like, surrender yourself to the light, Lord of bright man, whatever he fucking says.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. But he's like, bright Lord, dark Lord, whatever, man.
But I do know on YouTube there's a whole there's a whole slew of people just recording their random captains that they get.
27 hours of playing.
Yeah.
I did a couple of the online things, which is somebody got murdered by their captains, and so they put you in their game
To kill their captains for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had that. They also had that in Shadow of Mordor.
Everybody's fucking named Douche. I saw like fucking out of the 36 captains that I've seen, because I went to the first place and the second place, and then after the second place, I go back to the first place, and then it's like, okay, and now you're banished to the third place. And so now I'm in the third place, which is where you start building an army.
Okay, so first place, second place, and first place is all just preamble.
The first and second place are just preamble, yeah. But,
Sounds like a very large game, because I remember the...
Oh my god, it's so fucking big.
Because I remember the first game was first place, second place, first place, end game.
I legitimately, so I got home and, I got to my house and James was like, yo bro, I just downloaded Shadow of War, or I just started the download for Shadow of War. And I was like, oh yeah? What's it at? And it was like 10%. And fucking, we hung out and talked for like 3 hours. And then after that, he was like, I'm going to bed. I was like, alright. And I looked at Shadow of War, it was like 50%. But at 50%, most games like open it up and get to like the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I just like started playing and I didn't have to stop playing.
Jesus.
Yeah, right? I don't jump far enough. Fuck. I didn't get it right.
Yeah.
Fuck! I think your jump plus that will be more. Yay, we did it.
Emily Caldwin is still missing. Any person with information that leads
And then
to
just
her
teleport behind those boxes and leave.
will be granted a substantial reward.
Kill a bunch of people?
Objective complete.
Cool. Killing people?
Shot a barrel.
You killed the guy, see, he's dead.
Fuck! Shout if you see him.
You blew it up right next to me. You think I wouldn't have killed him? This isn't a superhero comic, goddamn.
Check under everything.
Gotcha.
I will say, I'm a big fan of, like, the really low tier Justice League members.
All out to each other.
Like what?
Like Vigilante, Shining Knight.
You know who I like? It's not in the same universe. Never mind.
Go ahead.
I like Gambit,
Gambit?
but I think he's fucking gay. Also at the same time.
He sucks dicks for money. There was this, I don't remember who did it. It was this YouTube channel, and they did Professor X firing Gambit.
Why?
Because he's fucking worthless.
He's pretty fucking lame. Yeah, I can throw playing
I
cards.
saw Talia.
I throw things
She's waiting where she said she'd
like
be.
really hard. Like harder than you can. And he's like, oh really? Really? You throw things really hard? And what do you think you add to the team? Like, I got playing cards. And... Could you throw like greeting cards? I mean, I could, but no, they're much larger, so it might take even more.
It'll take too much
It was a whole
The heir to the throne, Emily Caldwin, is still missing. Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial reward.
That's why popcorn. Why not popcorn? Also, you know who else I'm a fan of? The Question.
I like the answer more.
Rat. Damn
My favorite thing about the Question is because
He's just the fucking Riddler.
no. He's just a dude who just has like a flesh-covered mask on, so no one can see his face, and he walks around in a blue coat. And he's just a conspiracy nutter with no superpowers. You're Batman. You are the
Batman though. Fucking Mordor. Oh, Mordor.
The barrister's enemies caught up to him.
Batman.
He's in custody as a plague victim.
Think about
Here's
it.
the will.
They really are. They have a very similar combat system.
Perhaps better.
The only
Not
difference
even similar.
But you were promised information.
you can't drop down from a gargoyle
My uncle
and
came
hang
under
people up by their
Delilah's
ankles.
spell.
No, but
He was
you know what
obsessed
you
with
can
her.
do?
Everyone knew
Drop
she'd
down
been a
from
servant at the
gargoyle
tower
and
before she
suck
studied under
someone's soul out
Sokolov.
of their face.
She was a painter, an artist. Beneath my family's class, for certain. My uncle became infatuated, but he looked older and made us keep candles lit all night. He was afraid of the dark. One night we all went to Waverly Boyle's for a seance.
Also, make
It
sure
was
your
an
arm
amusement.
clips into your arm.
We didn't know what we were doing. I thought only the dead
together.
appeared at seances.
Have your body
But suddenly,
glitch through
Delilah
itself.
was in the room with us. My uncle nearly died of terror. She was there, but not there. We saw her as if she was very far away, standing in the old Brigmore Manor, painting at an easel, painting a name. It was your name, Dowd. That's all I know. I hope you find what you're looking for.
She's a witch, and she's trying to curse you. I don't fucking know. She seems like a witch, don't she?
Timsh is ruined. He'll rot in Coldridge Prison if they don't send him to the flooded district. It's
Well,
poetic,
did you do the
I
non-lethal thing for
suppose.
the first approach? I imagine you
Maybe
would.
I was wrong about you, Dowd. Are you ready to go?
Duh, but I think I killed somebody.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's go home.
This guy's an assassin. Why the fuck can't he kill people?
You're allowed to kill people. You always...
Yeah, I killed someone, and the guy I killed saw me.
It's fine.
And I didn't get all the runes, and I don't fucking care.
Because you didn't find Granny Rags' recipe book.
I did, but I didn't follow it, because Granny Rags is a fucking cunt, and her recipes are all fucking stupid as shit.
They are. Anyway, see, Delilah's a powerful witch who leads the coven that is moved into the ruins of Brigmore Manor. You've returned to your hidden base in the flooded district to plan your next move.
Jessamine Caldwell's hands were all that was holding this city together. With
Yes.
her dead,
Do I have
the
to
city
fight
was a
him?
fast
I
disintegrating
don't want
web.
to fight myself.
Guardsmen, overseers, nobles.
Can I just, like, knock myself out?
Nope.
Maybe this was the
What?
world
I
the
have to
outsider
kill
was trying to show me
Altano?
all along.
Nope.
I have to get killed
For
by
years,
Altano?
I'd held together
Yep.
a shadowy
He doesn't even
band,
say words.
ex-mercenaries,
He doesn't.
street
You
kids,
just
and
like, you walk
refugees
in
through
and you're like, I'm
discipline
gonna kill you
and a
with
bit of
face
black
down.
magic.
And then in response
on the
is
fringes
like,
of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was
I will
the
tell
end
you
of that small
that,
world.
that his actions
I thought of Jessamine Caldwell's
are
hands
decided
severing.
by
She lost
low
her
chaos.
grip on life.
Milo Chaos?
Whatever doom was
Or
coming,
level determines
I
Corvo's
deserved
actions in this fight.
Oh, cool. I
My
have
people
a low chaos, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
shit. I saw like half Billy's face and now I'm hard. I'm just kidding. I'm attracted to video games.
What are you talking about? Wait, no one would ever think any video game character is sexy. We'll just go to my phone away.
I know that you jerk off to fucking anime porn. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to pretend.
I only jerk off to live action anime porn.
Actually, speaking of, holy shit, that was weird. Anyway, there's a live action Dragon Ball Z porno where Goku is a woman and is all about stealing people's weapons. And by weapons, I mean, penis.
I do know because of course, on
Doubt we've been attacked. Overseers are tearing the place apart. Looking for you.
Cool.
They're holding our remaining men, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we take him out and free our men, we can still drive the Overseers back.
I want to know how the bastards found us
So
in the
you know
first
how
place.
when Corvo's walking around, there's always dead overseers around. So this is the fight that precedes Corvo's appearance. So right now, chronologically, Corvo is returning from his mission and being drugged.
Or is he... Did we imprison him? No, we didn't imprison him.
We did imprison him, but after the overseers were dead.
I don't know if that was after. I saw some... See, because there were some overseers that appeared and were dead.
I will tell you that I'm pretty sure you would that Billy would have mentioned if you had kidnapped Corvo Tom. You would have known.
Well, okay, but like, there are overseers that appear and are dead after.
Brother Hugh took the initiative. You mean he saw a
That is true.
person of glory and acted prematurely? Careful. No careless words will bring us both down. You worry too much.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigar?
Also remember, you can't shoot them. Cannot shoot them.
Now
They
what?
block with their face.
Someone get over here!
Man, fuck. This could be hard.
But yeah, because chaos is dedicated on what percentage of the population on the map you've killed, and high chaos is more than 70%, and low
I killed,
chaos.
like, the one guy.
Yeah, low chaos is less than 20%. Killing one guy is nothing.
Good
job.
Titties!
But I'm pretty sure that
Indeed,
because
I believe
you
so.
just returned home, so I'm pretty sure this takes just before Corvo in your place in the flooded district. Christ almighty.
What was that?
Someone get over here! Get behind him!
Saw you took out his friend.
See that? You got like magic eyeballs?
Well, he is a priest. Why priests are trained so extensively in swordplay is beyond me.
Every black person that I know has given me the permission to say the N-word.
Yeah?
I don't know what it is about black people giving white people the permission to say the N-word, but they fucking love to do that if you're cool.
Indeed,
I guess.
believe so.
I don't know why they gave me permission to say the N-word, but it always makes me really uncomfortable because, like, around them I'll just be like, N-bomb, N-bomb, N-bomb. But fucking, like, after I'm not hanging out with them anymore, it's not appropriate to say the N-word. And then I'm just like, I just have the urge to say it. And I almost say it sometimes.
Yeah? You almost destroy yourself with every conversation.
I almost destroy my boozy.
This one's
crazy.
done. There isn't any...
It's not what I was going for. I was going for the, Oh yeah,
What was that?
So, my thing that, I learned about
Boarding school?
existing. There is a comic book of
Probably
photographic
rats
images
into everything.
that is a reimagining of
Hare Krishna?
No, of the Journey to the East, Journey to the West. Journey to the West, yeah.
Like Fievel?
What do you mean, Fievel?
Fievel goes west, bro?
No, the one with Son Goku. Priest.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
No.
I wish you were.
I learned about it through Reddit. A dude was complaining about it.
Huh?
Fuck that guy.
Let my hands be restless.
Fuck.
Someone get over here!
Fuck you.
I'll feed your...
I thought your victories never
We'll burn your body!
so much for the legend. I thought the great Dowd was a master.
I'll read signs from your entry.
Remember that it's very difficult to shoot them.
Yeah, I want to love this one, please. My boozy.
Mathematic-based music. I've actually listened to some mathematic-based music. It's not that good.
Mathematic based in which way?
It was like a person made a formula.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, so... Have you listened to Math Rock at all?
Indeed, I believe
I don't
so.
believe I have, no.
Oh my fucking god, I love it to death. I'm surprised I haven't made you listen to it.
You may have done. I just probably don't know.
That might be worth checking out.
But yeah, in this game, all the different characters have different powers. Not so much with Dowd and Corvo.
Probably rats into everything.
Yeah, because it's just a reskin.
I mean, I don't know. The fucking, the jump power paused this time.
Yes, it does. They do add little variation, but then with Dishonored 2 and its DLC, it makes a big, huge difference. For instance, so spoiler alert: Dishonored 2, you can choose either to play as Corvo or
This
as
one's
the princess.
done. There isn't any fight.
Corvo
left.
plays exactly the same as in this game.
How does the dude that has the magic box know I'm here?
No wonder they keep to the shadows. They're nothing in a stand-up fight.
So,
Yeah, so your men are captured, and your job is to neutralize the head overseer, and free all of your men. I know what my mission is, but I just want to do it because it's hard. It is hard. Like my pee-pee whenever I see a beautiful woman. Yeah. My pee-pee gets hard. But in Dishonored 2, the lady Emily, when you play her, instead of just teleporting to the location, her warp power is to basically send out a tentacle, grab the place, and then drags you to it. I think it's cool.
Down!
Keep going. I like how the overseers sound like regular guards. Indeed, we are priests that will go out for cigar and whiskey. Yeah, we're priests. We believe in God, and we serve Him harder than anyone. Actually, I don't know if they believe in a God. Just that they believe that the overseer is evil and must be destroyed. I believe there's a God, yes. So God never wrong. God never wrong, no. No? Okay. Good to know. Alright, so God made the earth. Yep. And God was like, hold up. This shit is boring. It need more shit. God was like, I'm gonna put dinosaurs on that bitch. Dinosaurs on that bitch. Then he like, why'd I put dinosaurs on that bitch?
Indeed, I believe
Hold up,
so.
Brian, you just did it. God wasn't wrong. What the fuck was he thinking? Bitch, about the dinosaurs. He made the earth for them, and then he's like, nah. Dinosaurs are just blonde. I'm gonna cook up some blondes. Like, they were way off. Oh, them things 35 feet. I'm like 5'11". I like Little Dicky. Little Dicky.
What was that?
I'm glad.
What now?
Can I go back inside? Nope. Fuck. Fuck boy. Fuck boy.
Let my hands not be restless.
If you never finish the word, it's not an insult.
When I find you, it's going to be...
What word? I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing was said today. Okay. So there's captured assassins way down there. There's captured assassins fucking everywhere. You can't swing a cat without hitting a captured assassin. The dang captured assassins. God damn it. God damn it.
Thought you could just
I
leap
remember,
away, did you?
I used to say that so much. Just say... N-word? No. Say, God damn it, as Hank Hill.
Huh?
I said that so much that Dad stepped aside and said, you need to stop saying that.
My hands are bound. Untie me. Thank you. I'll wait for your word.
My word is do something for me right now. No. Your word is when shit's gonna get fucked. You have to free all of them, and then when you knock out the main dude, they all just appear. You're the best.
See something?
Around.
No one's ever
Nothing's
gonna
ever
keep
gonna
you
bring
down.
me down.
Wow.
I need more men.
It's the same song.
We have different verses.
Shit, bitch dick.
Sucker
motherfucker tits.
One of my favorite things. It's a Hank Hill saying, "Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?"
I used that earlier.
But as he's saying it, the text is appearing, like the intro to Stranger Things.
Oh, good.
And then when it's finished, it just zooms out and it says, "Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?"
It's an important question. Sutton, I have a question for you. Do I look like someone who knows what a JPEG is?
Do you know Marcel Wallace?
Does he look like a bitch? If he does, then I think I know the Marcel you're talking about.
No, the Marcel Wallace I'm thinking of does not look like a bitch.
Oh. Is he a black guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty large. Scary. Intimidating.
Intimidating? I don't know. I'm not intimidated by black people.
Well, his just has an aura of intimidation. Mainly because he's a mob boss and he commands Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm especially not intimidated by mob bosses.
No?
Mob bosses are like, you think you can come in here and run this shit? I'm like, yeah, better than you fucking stupid shit.
And they just
suck at that.
They just give you the keys of the kingdom. Like,
Like,
you're the
you're the mob boss now.
You're the
bitch.
first person to stand up to me. Here, have all of my assets.
Shit.
So you have to go and free all of your guys, and then you have to go and fuck your girls.
Oh my god, I do.
Yeah, man. It doesn't make sense you have a fucking scope.
Go to sleep. I hit you like 3 times.
A little higher. But it makes no sense, because you don't have a mask like Corvo does.
Got you now.
Oh, that's not gonna work for me. So, let's not do it quite that way.
Who would win in a fight between Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter?
Are you joking?
I don't know. It depends. What's your answer?
Okay, so it depends on the time period.
That's a good point. Let's say circa era Jack and Daxter 3.
Jack and Daxter 3, how about Ratchet and Clank?
I don't know. When were they at the peak of physical forms?
I'd say their most, like, the most recent game they had would be that.
I know that the most recent game they had was a reboot.
Well, I mean, he had a fucking grenade launcher the whole time.
That is true.
Fuck you. And Jack never had a fucking rocket launcher.
Well, he had stuff that was equivalent to a rocket launcher.
No.
He had black Eco Jack, and then light Eco Jack.
Light Eco Jack just meant that he could fly like a fucking.
Wake up! I know you're here somewhere.
Couldn't he regenerate like all his energy?
Get up! Right now!
Screw it. With the ancients, they were all fucking weird, fucking rat creatures.
All the ancients were
It's gonna be bad.
One of them was Revolver Ocelot.
And he cut off his hand. And was attacked with Psycho Mantis. And then Ocelot, no, not Ocelot, fuck. It's the fucking nerd bitch boy pissed himself.
That would be Otacon. Do you know what he's named after?
Otaku?
Otaku Convention.
Really?
Oh, I'll find you.
Yeah.
Got you now.
Solid.
I kill you?
You know what Solid Snake was named after?
Hideo Kojima's penis?
After he saw Meryl.
Meryl.
That's right, everyone. We know Metal Gear jokes.
I want to play Metal Gear, but I want all of Solid Snake's lines to be read as Hank Hill.
You know what I want?
What?
The same thing, but Deus Ex. My vision is augmented. I never asked for this.
Ugh. Ugh. I get a fucking secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret Asian man. Secret Asian man.
See, the thing is that you're an Asian man.
A Chinese Austin Powers.
It's really hard to keep
on a mission from Chairman Mao.
Chairman Mao.
So I was doing trivia, and I couldn't play because my phone was dead. But I met this guy. He named all of the names that he put on the thing were communist dictators.
Where is
so it would just be like a list of communist dictators, and he didn't win for so many things, but he was like, he went through so many.
I'll survive.
But it started just as the word communism, and then it was Chairman Mao,
Waitress.
Lenin, Trotsky.
Sir, if I could just say,
Trotsky.
Oh,
the prisoners are
he had a
secured, but the
Polish one, then he had a,
interrogations
oh
have
god, what the fuck was his name?
The ones that talk,
which one?
The ones who won't.
The one from like Yugoslavia.
Oh shit.
The one that we didn't totally hate as America because he wasn't a dictator. And then when he died, it all went to shit.
In the middle of
I think it was like Tito.
an aging mercenary who has deluded
We probably don't know his name because America doesn't fucking hate him.
Yeah. Speaking of Tito,
Tito Jackson.
are you familiar with Tito Watts?
No. Enlighten me.
He was a man who was arrested. Sorry. He was arrested in Florida for selling golden tickets to heaven.
Oh. Did they not realize that that's what actual church rulers would do?
Well, no. What they were actually accused of was selling things gold when it was not gold. It was a 2x4 that he cut up, spray painted gold, and writ "Ticket to Heaven, Admit 1" on. And he has one of the best. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But he has one of the best conversations I've ever read.
Fucking. I guess I'm just gonna go knock that guy out. I guess I'm just gonna fall to my fucking death.
I think if you do that, that's what spawns the people to help you out.
Well, but like the thing is that I only have 2 assassins. I don't know where the last couple are.
You have 4.
Yeah, but I've only released 2.
Look around a bit, bitch. God damn.
Wouldn't they be like? Oh, I know where one of them is.
So now you know where 3 is.
Like,
okay, so here is Tito Watts' official statement. I don't care what the police say. The tickets are solid gold. It ain't cut up 2x4s. I spray painted gold, and it was Jesus who gave them to me behind the KFC and said to sell them so I could get money to go to outer space. I met an alien named Stevie who said if I got the cash together, he would take me and my wife on his flying saucer to his planet that's made entirely of crack cocaine. You can smoke all the crack cocaine you want there, totally free. So try to send an innocent man to jail. You should arrest Jesus. He's the one that gave me the golden ticket and said to sell it. I will wear a wire to set Jesus up.
oh my god.
And his wife had a much simpler statement. He just wanted to leave Earth and go to space and smoke rock cocaine. I didn't do nothing. Tito sold the golden ticket to heaven. I just watched.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly. She didn't do shit.
Dude, if I saw a man selling golden tickets and people were buying, I wouldn't do anything either. Police say they confiscated over $10,000 in cash, 5 crack pipes, and a baby alligator.
Fuck, 10 grand?
Okay,
We're
now I
selling
hear you.
golden tickets to heaven?
They were sold $99.99. per ticket. Fuck me, that's buku.
Let my hands.
Actually, if you watch Involving Leatherboard, there was a man who walked into a bank, tried to cash a check for $100 billion. And it was some massive.
Your blood will be ours.
Come on, bleed!
So, $386 billion check.
Hold on. Someone said
I want to show you. This is the man and then the check. And he had to write the zeros going down the side.
How do you think actual...
No, this one's done.
Maybe they're written
There
in
isn't
like
any fight.
scientific notation.
Maybe we're
So it'd be
checking
3.68 times 10
To the
to
void.
the 10.
My hands are bound. Untie me. I'll await your signal.
But yeah.
What? Yeah.
Uh,
Favorite kind of butts.
Waters explains to bank officials that a homeless man named Tito Watts sold him the blank check several months ago for $100. Told Waters the check would clear for any amount that Waters wanted to write it for.
Huh?
Waters wanted the money to start an Italian restaurant. It's always been my dream to own the best Italian restaurant on earth, Waters told police. I'm 10% Italian. Cooking authentic Italian food is in my blood. I plan to make the restaurant 80 million square feet. And be able to accommodate,
Whiskey and cigars tonight?
at any
Yes,
given
of
time,
course.
30 million eaters. Plus, it was gonna be totally underwater, so people could look at sharks while they ate. But the bank wouldn't give the money they owed me. Tito said the check was good for any amount I write, so blame Tito, not me. In addition to the forgery count, Waters was charged with unlawfully carrying Chinese throwing stars and possessing. And possessing bath salts.
Love it. Also bath salts?
Also
you
bath
say?
salts.
That explains a whole bunch.
There's also the one, I did not read the article, but I read it was a Florida man accused of stealing and snorting human and dog ashes.
Not really cool, is it?
It's stealing dead people's ashes, I'm pretty sure it's
Okay, hold it.
not the snorting. I think the snorting was okay. I think it was just the breaking into funeral homes and stealing ashes.
I guess that makes sense because a lot of drugs
This
are
is a waste.
compromised.
These ones never talk.
That's true. Or well, have
This. Are you paying attention? I am going to pull the pin in a moment.
What's going on there?
No one will even.
Your man. Aha. Stand clear.
Killing people feels so
I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
and it's so smooth to just run through a crowd and kill them all.
Yeah, they don't offer any resistance, even if they're fucking fully armored.
Just like
It's like a hot knife through butter.
it's too.
Speaking of, I'm gonna start a fucking full death walkthrough. Nah. So should we do full stealth and like get that achievement before we fucking murder everybody?
I think so. stealth run, but I also think that we should have two simultaneously running games. A full stealth one and a full murder one, because I think...
just like switch between the two.
Yeah, because I think when you get frustrated with full stealth, it'll feel really good to just pause, which account you're on.
We got a problem,
and
huh?
game. Say we have the full stealth on your account and the full murder on mine, and then just switch over, and then just, you know, get some catharsis stuff like cutting through everything. And then you could explore the murder one.
Stealth is where you explore.
What?
What?
I think that means you killed one of your assassins.
Who cares? They're fucking pussies if they can't handle one bullet.
Wow. What a dick.
What kind of an assassin can't handle one fucking bullet? Most is the answer there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even Solid Snake couldn't handle a bullet to the head.
Salad Snake?
Salad Snake.
Didn't they make Solid Snake be Kevin Spacey?
I'm sorry. Say that again?
Who's the new Salad Snake? The one that's not David.
Oh fuck, I don't remember.
It's Kevin Spacey, right?
No.
Do you think he did a video game so that he could rape more little boys?
Well, you know what? He was in the COD, in which he does technically take you under his wings, although you are not a little boy at the time.
I don't know.
And that one has the most culturally important touchstone of the universe. Press F to pay respects.
Dude, press F to pay respects though, bro.
That was such a funny thing.
Dude, I still press F whenever I need to pay respects.
Everyone still does, because that's fucking hilarious.
Whenever I find out somebody's dead on the internet, I'll fucking comment the letter F.
Oh, it happens so much. It happens a lot on, like, streams. If you watch the chat, whenever, like, they fuck up and they die, and
press F.
All of a sudden, the chat would just be full of...
Just all the way down.
All the way down. And I find it so fucking funny.
Should we meet for cigars tonight?
Yes. Never doubt it.
Indubitably. Indubitably. Indubitably.
That's what happened last night.
Stop this nonsense. Focus on the task at hand.
But sir, these drawings and maps appear to show that...
Enough. We don't have time for useless speculation.
No, you figured it out.
Did you figure it out? Did you figure out the year of the man?
Nah. Yeah, that guy who's
Yes,
talking to the overseer.
You are
like
right.
the ultimate overseer. It's like, bro, he like did it? And the guy's like, no, he didn't.
He didn't do no
speculation.
He didn't do the noises.
What does all this mean? Could Dowd have been working with the former Lord Protector?
See? Former Lord... Wait, that means... Wait, you've already taken out? Yeah. So this is...
No, because the former... He's no longer the Lord Protector.
Exactly. So this is after Corvo takes out the Lord Protector.
Corvo is the Lord Protector.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I got confused. I meant Lord Regent, but...
Get out right now. Oh, I'll find you.
And when I do, oh, you bet your bottom britches.
What do I do now? I killed the guy.
Just leave. Fucking go.
Hey.
Oh, god damn, we gotta go loot the
Hear
body.
me? Where are you?
Where are you? No, look, go.
Where are you? Yum.
When I find you, it's gonna be bad.
Why is it called bum rushing?
If he comes
We know
back,
you're
I'll earn
here.
another promotion.
Bum rushing.
Rush bombing.
This is my favorite strategy.
Assault plans.
To Zerg rush. Yeah, okay, so I get you. So now that you've freed your men and you've taken out the head general, now you're gonna go and take their plans for assaulting them. And then you're gonna turn it on them. You're gonna flip the switch.
Flip the script, you mean?
Yeah. And all of a sudden, they're gonna be playing.
None of this would have gotten...
Okay, you idiot. Time to chat.
I like how they don't realize who I am, even though I don't have a mask on or anything. I think I would be using this choke dust.
Does choke dust kill anyone? Let's test it out on this fucker.
Okay, now I hear you.
It doesn't look good.
That doesn't look really good at all.
Someone!
Where'd he go? Do you think you're being quiet?
No, you're weak at heart.
Do you not have like a heart?
I know you're here somewhere, Scott.
I just have the one basic. No! Okay, I'll take the crossbow darts, but no! He's dead!
He was my friend, goddammit.
He was my friend and you killed him.
So
This
these are
map
attack
shows
plans
a
just
coordinated
charge.
sweep of the flooded
Go!
district.
Fucking
But the
do it.
overseers here didn't. Someone must.
Go ahead. Remember they can block them with their mask. Take the potion.
Take your potion. Your assassin.
You're assassinos.
Assassino!
You!
Bunk, bunk, bunk.
With the word, sir. What's our next move?
Kill them all.
Capture or kill.
Cut them down.
So you went with the violent thing. Because this is just like that mission where you retake the island. Stun them or fucking kill them all.
Give me a report.
We'll take the overseer who led the attack and find out what else he knows. As soon as he's conscious. It seems the overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us. This overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early. Our men, the ones you freed, were able to rout the remaining zealots. This place belongs to us again.
Well, and a little bit.
How did the cursed overseers find us?
It's my fault. I told Delilah where we were
So
hidden.
this is low chaos, by the way.
She wanted me to turn on you.
You did this.
But I can't go through with it.
Ready for a boss fight, Griffin?
Stupid child.
Are you kidding me?
All you had to do was cut his throat.
He deserves better. I was an idiot to listen to you.
So that's your choice.
She would just straight up just attack you right now, not explain what she was doing.
Her betrayal would have been the sweetest. But either way, the Brigmore witches will be your end.
Oh, is this the end of this
You should
DLC?
have forgotten my name the
one?
day you
Yep.
heard it.
I think it was always
This game ends
understood
with you
between
fighting
us.
Billy Lurk.
Hell yeah.
Next
baby,
game
Lurk.
begins with the end of you fighting
And
Bullet.
take your place.
Spaghetti.
I moved too early.
Somebody touched my spaghetti.
You weren't weak.
So wait, you can't
like
kill
I thought.
Dowd in the initial game?
I'm only sorry I
You
didn't pick a
can
better
in the
ally.
game, but that's not the canonical. That's not canonical.
Delilah made
chronology
contact with the
manipulate-
overseers.
Yeah, you have the event that
thought
actually happened, and then you have a
between the three
weird
of us,
fake event that could have happened
we
if
had
you
you
wanted
dead to
to, but
rights.
it didn't happen.
We
in
can
real life.
blame the Zealots for that. Overseer Hume was too quick to move.
My life is yours now. Kill me, or let me live. If it even
Come on,
matters
make a
to you.
good choice now.
Touching
I don't give a
and
shit.
pathetic. If I see
Or
either of you again,
you're hot.
I'll tear out your stone-cold
That
hearts
one.
and walk
just
in
use
your
that.
skin.
Her neck's too long.
She's hotter.
Fair. Yay.
I forgive you. Get out of here. Leave the city. Leave my sight, Billy. I give you your life.
Because Billy, if you notice,
So Billy doesn't help me out anymore?
I don't believe so. No, you have a new compatriot. I don't believe they are named in the second game.
Compatriot.
When Billy Lurk was 8, she wanted to be the captain of a ship. From the moment she met you, all she wanted was to be a killer. She watched you, learned from you, and then she saw you losing your grip
Because after
and
you killed the
decided
queen,
to
you
take
kind of
your
start getting
place.
a little iffy.
And now,
you're like, fuck,
she's
you
limping
killed
to
the
the
fucking
outskirts of the city.
Yeah. And then
She'll
she
pay a
decides that you're
smuggler
weak
to
and
get
decides,
past
then
quarantine.
listens to the
She'll
the
watch
fucking
herself
witch
for
lady
signs
decides
of
to
plague
take you
for
out.
a while.
And then you prove
Gradually,
through your mercy,
the
well,
fear and
mercy,
grief that seep into your bones and
the
gun will
non-violent
dissipate,
route, that you're
and
still
she'll find a
fucking
new
godlike.
name and a new use for her skills.
And then she
Even
decides
if
that it's all
Dunwall
okay.
burns to the ground, one corner of the Empire will still know your story. Dowd, killer of an empress. Dowd, who spared his betrayer's life.
Christ. Well, shit. Well, you found 2 boons, 0 bone charms, and you have high chaos now.
Oh, fuck!
You killed 17 people. I will say, you rescued all your assassins and you spared Billy Lurk. But Corvo just talked to you. You have an over.
Did he play to talk to me just now?
Yeah, that voice talking over was the outsider, and then you saw Dowd sitting in a chair and Corvo walking up.
That's not how it happened in the game.
No, but you know, slight differences. So that is the end of this.
Fuck credit sequences.
So you basically got to the last mission. It doesn't matter if high chaos or low chaos, because you still were low chaos for the first ones. So now we can do the Brigmore Witches.
Now I have to wait for this fucking... Let me tell you about Drakenson.
Drakenson?
Yeah, it's fucking drinking. No, drinking... I don't know what, if anything, it would do to you, but it makes me
Well, I suppose that you know... Makes sense. I don't suggest using your high chaos. And also, so
that means I have to... So my favorite thing about this thing is that it's the same starting point as the other one. I'm gonna shoot you in a gun.
So, it is Delilah's fault that the Overseers found you and you're gonna get your vengeance.
And that fucking cover art doesn't look like...
The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces.
Yeah,
He
because
watched me
his
do it
fucking
anyway.
goal is chaos, you shit.
And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge. The Overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district. And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned.
So do not believe Billy Lurk is in this game. Are you ready, Griffin?
The men are recovering well from the attack, but they don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch.
This is
Corvo?
Yep, that's Corvo. So look at your assassins.
Fuck, do I have to fight him?
Yep.
Corvo, here to settle our debt. You understand, I won't make this easy for you.
It's okay. Do your best. You have to win.
I forget how to block. It's okay, Corvo's just the tutorials, get you back to scenes.
I approach crossbow.
I don't have a gun.
Give you crossbow. I approach. So remember that when Corvo froze, when you froze time with Corvo, it did not stop down. No, you didn't.
I just woke up from a nightmare.
Yep. That's where there were books floating in the world.
I
thought it was...
What is it?
Thomas has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
See that. So your new buddy pal. Look around. There's ships.
I already looked at this.
Your new buddy. And this introduces a new thing. Corrupted charm.
Ooh, fuck. Why do I have so many?
These are all just stuff that you start the game with. You start the game with
$200?
those. Yeah. With the from a hardy crew to waters of life. But Splinter Bolts is the one you picked up. And so think about cursed ones. Oh, we have someone watching.
Do we?
Yeah, I just said one viewer.
Oh, sweet. Who the fuck is watching us?
I don't know.
Sorry, whoever it is.
We're gonna waste a lot of your life. So, dark runes, they give you a benefit, but they also cost something.
I don't kill people. Oh, shit.
What's bird of prey?
Murder.
Murder. Well, splintering bolts is also murder.
I don't care. It's good. We're good now. I don't care.
Hello, whoever may or may not be watching, please comment below your name and your mother's maiden name.
And your
I found
date of
Lizzie's
birth
stride.
and your social security number.
Getting her to lend us her
bank
boat will be a
statement.
bit complicated, however.
Your first pet's
She's in
name.
Coldridge.
What's the street you...
From what I hear, they've got
grew
enough
up
on her to hold her for about 1,000 years.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor.
I'm curious.
Oh man, they don't see anything now, whoever they are.
They sure don't. Fucking... I want to see everything.
No,
Our
I guess that was
transport.
all.
Yes, sir. Your tools have been cleaned and placed in the chest over there.
We've also been on for
I'll wait
3 hours.
Yeah, I'm turning that up.
Not our longest.
Until you're ready to leave.
I think our longest gameplay was not Silent Hill. Resident Evil.
Remember when we fucking... Oh, cool!
When we finished all of Resident Evil and then decided to play it again.
No, remember the time we tried to beat Dragon Dexter?
Yeah. It's such a good game though.
Such a good sword. Why is the assassin's sword better?
It's just personal thing. Why do you have so many runes?
After Corvo's escape, it's going to be more difficult to break into Coldridge. They've installed arc pylons, and they're blurring Overseer.
Yeah, I don't care.
So because I know you weren't paying attention, the plan they just gave you is that you need a boat to get to the witch's house.
Give me boat, bitch.
Is it time to go, sir?
Yes.
And you have a friend who is in prison. The imprisoned lady has a boat. You've decided to break in. You didn't even find all the gold. What fucking scrub? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You've decided to break into Coldridge Prison, free the prisoner, and then she, out of gratitude, will allow you to ride her boat.
Why do you know this?
Because they just fucking told us.
They didn't say all of that. They just said go to jail.
No, they said...
Do not pass go.
They said Lizzie Stroud is arrested. They have enough on her to hold her for years.
$4 grand.
And then you, Dowd, said, good, if we free her, she'll allow us to use her boat.
Dude, if Dowd, you know what Dowd actually said? He was like, fuck
Delilah doesn't leave Brigmore Manor anymore. She doesn't have to. Which means I have to come to her.
Gross.
The manor's upriver, far out past the quarantine line. I'll need a ship. I've lived in Dunwall's underworld a long time. I know the players, gang leaders, madams, corrupt officials. But what I need is a smuggler who knows the river, someone I can trust. It's a reflection of Dunwall, or perhaps myself. That after all these years, the best choice I have is Lizzie Stride. And Lizzie Stride is in jail.
She's a pirate, isn't she?
Yes. She's a river pirate. She's a river pirate and a smuggler.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna do it.
Look at favors first.
What are the favors?
Overseer Dow.
Oh. 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 Oh.
And of course, you should buy all of them. 32,000.
I don't want that. I'll take that. I'll take
What's
that.
the forge? What is the forge requisition?
It gives me mines. But I'm not that kind of gal.
And then buy sleep darts and and then also go over to upgrades. Upgrade range, reload, and accuracy. And stun dart capacity. Well, we're gonna do that later. But now we have more.
This should get me in the front door at least. Looks like I'll need to check in with those guards by the gate.
Oh, I love the overseer blade. Isn't it better?
Fucking great.
Why are you putting on this now? You should have had it on. They can see you there. No, they don't give a shit, man.
And they're constantly playing overseer music.
Overseer.
Over the radio.
About time, Overseer. We sent for you hours ago.
There was a problem with the waterlock.
Fine. Listen up. The incident took place in the interrogation room. Cross the yard and keep going straight. Anything else is off limits. Understand?
Nope.
Don't go exploring.
Going to the interrogation
Don't speak to the prisoners. We're not here to listen to you preach. Don't forget you're in Coldridge now, not the Abbey. We asked you here for one reason.
I'll be gone before you know it.
But they're constantly playing overseer music, which they won't address. But I think they're only playing it.
Guard, open the gate.
So I think that you should take the outside. Wait for this guy to go first.
What's wrong with me? We're sending fire.
Go on ahead, I guess. I'm afraid by that time.
This mask won't fool with our pylons.
I don't need shit from you. Morris lost his nerve at the sewer gates.
Okay, so I guess it's just not
Neither of them knew anything. They died to satisfy the Lord Regent's office.
He's no one they can round him. And Officer Thorpe.
Thorpe slipped through the key. Everyone knows that. He got weak. They paid him off, but he couldn't tell us who it was. And believe me, he wanted
No, you
to.
can't turn it off forever.
See Corvo train.
Just don't
They don't have it plugged in right now. So don't do that.
How do you stop a man who make a jump like that? Like he doesn't care.
Can't get around.
Or like he's more than human. You think he's a...
Dump it here. In the bushes.
I better make a pass over here.
Oh my god!
You're free to go. This is the Abbey's problem now.
Do whatever you need to do. I'm not sticking around. And don't have any, what do you call it, black magic lying around. I don't want to be cursed for it.
What happened here?
Let's snatch up everything here.
Is she strapped in right? Is she strapped in right? Good. Doesn't look like much, does she? Comfortable? All right, we'll get this done. Let's start with how you got into Dunwall Tower in the first place. Was it one of the servants that let you in? One of the guards? Nothing? All right. Corporal, use the hammer. That's right. The smaller one. Can't really tell if she felt that. Don't want to break anything. Let's try again. How did you... Wait. You hear a kind of ringing in your ears? What's happening to her face? Is she going to... Oh no! Oh no! Shoot her! Shoot her!
So I guess she, like, you know, magic orgasms and everything like that. And then as soon as you leave this area, I assume everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, right. Take out the guy above before you take out the guy below. Because nobody was up.
Slacked you on his Bottle Street boys job.
It is I.
This disguise won't help me if I'm caught in a restricted wing.
And so, he just said, we're now officially in restricted. Fuck, Griffin!
Stupid rats. Plague.
Fucking leave.
This controls all the cell doors.
You have to type in the combo. So I guess you have to find her first and then see which cell she's in. Or... Oh! Or you just, you know, open up every single cell. That'd be a pain in the ass, not worth your time. Although, you know, you could, if you look around, you can see which ones contain the most angry people. I think you can go over, can't you?
Just give me the one chance. I'll never ask anything again.
What cell is he in?
The Sokolov radio interdiction device for
D22
for use only by prisoners. Trained in proper imprinting.
footage.
Outsider's eyes.
I think it's best to walk around first and get a list of things and then come back.
Someone help me out! Get around it!
Don't you dare fucking yawn on me. You would not want to talk about yawning. Shut up. Deja vu.
Gotta be here somewhere. Guess everything's all right.
So I'm fixed out because, oh my god, it's prisoner street. Knocked out.
Gotta be here somewhere. Guess everything's...
Probably not.
All cells in Section B are under quarantine until further notice. Prisoners who have been transferred from Section B will be observed for signs of infection.
Guards, for me!
That's not you. They found the hat of you. Yeah, because he was an emaciated prisoner.
We got a prowler on the loose.
Oh, what a fool.
Stupid cut.
Think you're being quiet?
Harlan, you gotta run. That's it.
Yes. No, I think someone heard you, but not enough to sound the alarm. Just enough to initiate banter.
Look out.
I think that looks important.
Prison remains under martial
11
law.
and then 810.
Guards are authorized to use lethal force against any unidentified unauthorized persons on the premises.
810.
Look out. We got someone skulking around.
Help! Someone's breaking out! Guards, come quick! Someone is trying to escape! Shit! Gotta get out of here!
A10, A11, A14.
I heard you there. I hear you! Move your ass! Find him! Where are you?
Go down this way.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
The Sokolov radio interdiction device for arc pylon is for use only by personnel trained in
Turn on vision.
Okay, he got away.
Go Go look at the lady that's chained up. That looks...
Lizzie's tried. She's in rough shape.
28. Okay.
Okay, now I hear you. Now I hear you.
Looks like our supplements is done for right now. Oh, he's not really alerted to you. He's just like...
I know you're here!
Stomping around.
Let me know if you want to gamble on the hounds again. Another night, another patrol.
Oh, all fighters dies.
What's up? C22, I think. It didn't say it, but let's try C28. It did say sell. Should I do open?
Why is no one making rounds?
Okay, you're right. The Overseer's sword is fucking beautiful.
Hey, what?
I don't know, man. Isn't it crazy?
All prison personnel will stay clear of the interrogation room until the representative from the Abbey.
Dies.
Where is he? Let's find him.
Wake up, Lizzie.
I'm not telling you shit. Wait. Who?
Down.
Is that right? Whoever sent you, I'll pay double.
I've come to break you out. You can owe me the favor.
What kind of favor?
Doesn't matter. You'll be dead in another day here.
What kind?
It's just a boat trip. Upriver. Past the blockades.
Then you're out of luck. My boat, the Undine, now it belongs to someone else. My second-in-command double-crossed me and took it. A little shit named Edgar Wakefield.
It's a situation I'm familiar with. Can you walk?
Get me out of this damn thing and I'll fly. I can pay you to get rid of Wakefield.
It'll be my pleasure. Come on.
I'll just get my tiara.
I know you're here.
But dark, she can't walk. Really? Yep.
Where are you?
Yeah. I think I... Oh.
When I...
Carry her out.
Yep, give you that. Let's go grab the rest of our But now we don't need to go find her before we type in the code. Dan, fuck you, bitch. Oh, wow. Such aggression.